Hey boys and girls, it's KnightStalker here. Welcome along today to Hillingford Siege. Check it out, man. So we're going to do something a little bit different today. A couple of people have asked me to play cavalry because I don't really play a lot of cavalry because it doesn't really match well with the longsword. So I thought, if it doesn't match with the longsword, why don't we give a new weapon a go today? So now we're going to use the mighty Bonk, the much maligned, but actually not as powerful as you might think, the Maul. Check it out, man. I'm recording today from my brand new sound studio. I've just built it. This is some pictures I'll put up on screen for you now. And hopefully the audio should sound really good because we won't have any outside interference and, well, just a bit of sound dampening. We don't have any echo and things like that. So, hey, tell me if you like the new sound. Does it even sound different at all? Have I wasted my time? I don't know. Please tell me, man. Tell me in the comments. Let's get into this game. Alright, so, First up, we're going to take the Shenji Grenadiers because it's typical for people to, when they attack this map, to attack on the A point. It is generally accepted as being the best way to attack. So we're going to pop that up there. We'll come up here and we'll set up ourselves a brilliant little Scorpio. I like setting up Scorpios here because really Scorpios are kind of garbage and we really don't use them an awful lot. So I use them when I don't have anything better to do. And if you slot it between these two crenellations on the wall here, you can actually shoot all the way over the wall. There's nobody here. That's a problem. So just after I finish telling you that A point is where people attack, they're doing a full team push to B, which, given that our team's not ready for it, might actually be successful. However, we've got some shields here and a couple of units of gunners, so we should be okay in the near term. Depends how quickly our team rotate. Anyway, we're going to start off with the grenade, not because we're going to do a lot of damage with the grenade, but also because now we get an accuracy buff and rate of fire buff for the Shenjis. I don't think they get a damage buff for that, but they certainly get much more pew pew pew. So, can we have some melee units, please? Thank you very much. Please go to the point with your melee unit. Alright. Looks like we've done okay. Maybe I can just interrupt this for a bit. You got to be a bit careful with your Maul. See if we can grab this guy. Ah, boo. Just get out of here before he grabs me. Maul is very, very fragile. So, with the Maul, I'm kind of using at the moment the non-standard skill set. So the grab is standard, the R skill is standard, the E skill is standard, so that's the R is the little charge in, E is the big spinny overhand crush, and Q is I'm using one of the two general options for the weapon. So Uko's Doom is the other one, and this one is, I can't remember the name, Up From Hell. Oh my goodness, I should watch my map. Grabby! No, grabby, it's on cooldown. Oh no! Okay, so what happened there? The reason I died there is simple. I didn't watch my map. I was too busy trying to kludge with a weapon I'm unfamiliar with. Never mind, let's move on. Righty, so we're going to go with the Cav now. So, where are the enemy? A point, B point. Nobody's on A. I don't know. I'm not feeling confident here. This is a very fragile Cav unit. But most people will run the hell away if they see it. Go get him, boys. This is what this type of Cav's good at. Hey, that's my Scorpio. How dare you use my own Scorpio against me? Anyway, we've failed, so we need to get back out again. You don't want to have this unit stick around in combat. It's very fragile, and it's an ambush predator. It does not fight well up front. We've delayed the capture of A a little bit, and that's enough for me. We're going to lose a couple on the tail end. What I was saying before about the Maul weapon, so you've got the big overhand smash, I can't remember what that's called. You've got the chargy looking skill. Can we stop the A cap? I don't want to get trebbed here as part of the issue. It's a nice trebbable spot. They're not capturing either point. Now, I was talking about Maul, and you've got the last option of either Uko's Doom, or I saw someone suggest on the analyst board that the Up From Hell, I think it's called, the skill I've got on my Q key. Oh, let's see. Get in there, boys, and murder. I love this unit. It's my favourite cavalry, even after the nerf. I don't feel bad about using it after the nerf. So yeah, both of those little side skills will anti-CCU. I think we just other Keshigs there were nasty. But it also gives you a bit more damage output if you need it as well. So Ukos is very quick, very instant, and will knock just about anything out of their ults. But the other one, Up From Hell, I believe, will actually give you a little bit of extra damage if you need it at any time. I'm going to bring these guys down now. By the time these guys finish their charge, we should be all amongst them. It looks like they're going to die anyway to the Chad Shield Maidens. We'll just sort of hang around here. They're not dead yet. Alright, well we better stab them all to death. There we go. Go kill the short sword, please. Oh, we didn't even get the short sword. Oh, that's nasty. I think we need to pull back again. But I can see them coming across from B. You see that? See it on the map? Oh, it's going to interrupt my plan slightly. People still bleeding from the Keshig shanking. There we go. Right, now's the time. We can get maybe some of these men-at-arms. Or even better, some of these gold tier gunners coming in. Num num num, tasty, tasty, tasty. Wreck, wreck, wreck. Gosh, I love this cavalry unit. But it is made of absolute paper and gasoline soaked rags. One spark will set them all to death. But we got 30 or 40 kills with a unit. Time to get on back. So, I'm not the best Maul player in the whole wide world. If you are an excellent Maul player, I'd love to hear some tips from you, especially for people who may be watching this that want to try the Maul. I know I give Maul a lot of hate, or previously I have, if you go back far enough, back when Maul was severely overpowered. But it's not anymore. There's too many counters to it now. Just like the Keshigs, it's more of an ambush predator, I feel. Again, I'm not the world's best Maul player. I am most certainly a Longsword main, you may have noticed. So I'm definitely keen to hear any tips you might have, or if you can point out any mistakes I'm making. Hopefully so I can learn from it, and anyone watching the video can as well. So, we also had somebody ask me about X-Raiders in the Discord, so here we are today with some X-Raiders. The main concept with the X-Raiders, you want to sit just off the line. You want to be very, very close though, because the X's are rather inaccurate. And they do a good debuff and things like that, and they're actually a very tanky unit too. One of the weird things about them is they don't initiate melee straight away. You have to either throw an axe using V or use the 2 key, and after that they'll sort of wander into combat and do a lot of tanking really. They're quite a tanky unit. Today I'm using pretty much... Okay. Today I'm pretty much using units that have been nerfed in the past, except for the Shenjis who haven't been nerfed yet, but they will be. Ooh. I don't want to get Treboed. Trebo bad. Right, here we go with a volley of axes. Lots of nice debuffs, lots of nice damage, no kills, which is very typical for the X-Raiders. You don't tend to get a lot of kills from them. They're not a sustained damage output like, oh no, quick, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Ooh. See how they can tank berserkers a little bit? And this is how you get out of combat fast. Use the 1 key. You don't need to wait till they throw their axes when you're using the 1 ability. You can tap it, go 1, placement 1 again, and they will immediately start running away. So given this is my last decent unit, I'm thinking about healing it up. I think we've got a bit of time. It's always a bit of a dicey one, you know. Of course I could have sped them up as well by throwing the 1 key and charging them up the stairs, but that would have required more of my time, and I can't watch what else is going on in the meantime. So C has fallen, no surprise there. Now we're on the least defendable point on the map. What we got here? No badass bows. So I guess we'll set this up here, see what we can get done. Again, you know, Scorpios are a little bit crap. So anytime you can... A huge cheeky rat! How dare you steal? How dare you steal my artillery? Anyway, we've got some gunners coming in. Let's see what we can do. Ah, surprise! And since they've got no real ranged firepower, I think perhaps they might even waste a treb on us, ow, or they might do something like that. Better get out of here fast. Again, Maul is pretty fragile these days. Better get out of here. We can jump the fence, so that's good. I wasn't entirely sure that that fence could be jumped. It's taken a wee risk there. Anyway, is my thing still here? Oh, it's still alive. Alright, what do we got? See if we can hit them on the retreat. Good luck. YOLO. Nothing. Alrighty, time to focus on what we've got in front of us. X-Raiders are wandering off. Put them back here against the fence. The reason I put them here is you can't treb them there. Any trebs on that location will hit the fence and not damage. I want a friendly fire. Reapers though, they probably don't care too much. See if we can stun the longsword for them. That's probably a silly idea. Sorry friends, I shouldn't have done that. It's my fault. I know. I'm that guy. They've just trebbed my Scorpio too. So that's a big waste of treb. Excellent. That was excellent. That's just, I can't believe they trebbed that. Right, we'll get in here and we'll try and use our debuff on the things that all our frontline troops are fighting. Apparently we can't hit Jack. Or his brother. Never mind. The firecracker launcher. Those are kind of fun. Quite ineffective though. So what do we want to do? We want to sort of get in here. Some reapy boys. Oh, cavalry. No. Oh man, they were fast. Those are Iron Cap scouts. The thing about them is that they're very, very squishy, but you have no time to react to them. They're so fast. I think they're the fastest unit in the game. Pretty sure. What we got going on? They charged the wrong way, those poor guys. Well, maybe they were just trying to get out. Get out of here, you rat. Do you want some of this? If you get knocked off your horse, boy, you're dead. One of the cool things about being a Maul is that people give you a very wide berth. They don't want to get picked up and grabbed. See the opportunity here? Damage debuff on some of these heroes. Targeting's a bit whack. No, we don't want to go into melee there. I think that will be death. We'll come in here. Hello. Bonk. Off to hero jail. Oh, we didn't kill him. Oh, we're going to kill him. Hit him. Alright, and my X-Raiders are more than capable of beating these things in close combat. Do you see they actually do really good damage, the X-Raiders? Now that they've got no axes, they've got this other two new abilities. One is a charge, and one is just a straight up melee buff. There's Ukos. Get out of here. Boom. I think I'm calling some of these skills the wrong names. Alright guys, in you go. We're going to go get the Archer Militia. See how they can charge in now? They've got a literal charge, and when they get there you can press 2 and they get a combat bonus, which is fantastic. They still won't last very long in there, but they might tank some damage and they might do a little bit as well. So we have a last unit, the almighty, powerful Archer Militia. Alright, so basically we're going to go and try and see if we can get trebbed. As strange as that sounds, this way. Strange as it sounds, there might be a couple of trebs left, but this unit is worth nothing, don't forget. It can do a little bit of damage if it's really, really trying, but whenever you drop a treb on the unit, you can't kill the whole unit because it's so wide and deep. And they make great treb magnets, because they're absolutely worthless. They can do a little bit of damage, but look, they're doing like a couple of 100 damage a hit, right? They're completely worthless in these situations, except as a damage sponge. You'll also get, there we go, you'll also get heroes who tend to dive on them and waste their lives diving on the unit. Wow, that was the most accurate treb in the world. You should never lose that many to a single treb, but it is what it is. Again, we're just going to put them on the point there, and then we're going to go and do this massive Mauly smash thing. With the unit on the point, nobody can try and sneak a couple of seconds of cap time. See this? See they dive on the unit? Somebody kill him, please. Somebody. Bonk! Off to hero jail! But it's insane. It's insane what people will do, what lengths people will go to kill Archer Militia. Especially if you dress them up real nice, right? People tend to think that they're a better unit than they are, rather than doing, 200 damage hits every few seconds. Honestly, a great use of 75 leadership. Oh, I fat-fingered that. Alright, I don't think there's much left of the game. Enemy have no troops. And from here on, the game is over. GG to the enemy team for their play today. Oh, boom! Maul smash! Oh man, when you play almost exclusively Longsword, when you take up a weapon that can do so much damage, it's just incredible. Oh, no, they fixed that. Okay. Alright, boys and girls, that seems to be the end of the game. I guess from the video we might even fast forward this bit. But yeah, it is a victory. I got a nice S tier. We had a 1.4, took 1.2, so about the same damage as I normally get with a longsword, I'd like to point out. Keshigs did fantastic. X-Raiders did fantastic. Shenji Grenadiers were doing great until they got backcharged, and the Archer Militia did exactly what I wanted them to. Nice S tier game. A bit of friendly damage there. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. Anyway, that was a relatively quick game and a bit of a whitewash. Hey, why don't we go and play another Maul game? Alrighty, so here we are back again, boys and girls. We've got the same team comp here, the same warband, rather. And unfortunately, my friends have abandoned me. They have. But we can push on without them. We'll be fine, I'm sure. So, Hidden City. We're going to take some Archer Militia, first of all. Just general peasants, just to push in the siege towers, as you might imagine. From there, we can probably get some cav in, depending if the gate's open. Otherwise, we might push up the siege towers. Let's get into this game. We don't need to muck around no more. It's a beautiful, beautiful loading and animation. I always really appreciate these. Right at the start, right about now, if you press the control key straight away then, you'll be able to seize control of your unit immediately and not have to wait for the animation to finish. That way you can grab a siege tower or anything else, particularly if you're trying to do some quests or unlock units and things and you have to do... Don't want to talk about it. Yeah, you can grab that siege tower really quick by pressing the control key just as so start zooming out from the gate there. That works on both attack and defence. When you're on defence, you probably want to go right click. Hello. Press control and then right click to cancel. Okay, that's completely thrown me. So this dude is lovely to protect me. Does he know that cannons go through shields? Do you just want to be in the video? What's going on, bro? Either way, I appreciate the consideration. Oh no, people are hitting my Archer Militia. Oh, whatever we're going to do. Right, focus up, Knight. Got to destroy this cannon here. So yeah, Archer Militia are a great peasant, especially if you've got all the spear leadership at this stage of the season. Instead of getting another peasant unit, why not upgrade your peasant unit to a slightly less crap peasant unit? And Archer Militia, highly recommend them. Just, if you've been watching my videos lately, I use them anytime I have enough leadership left for that sort of peasant. My goodness, this is the immortal cannon of... What? Somebody else killed it? Alrighty. So, ranged units, you do not want to push up a siege tower with ranged units. No, 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 no. Not unless the top is clear. Or you don't care about your ranged unit and you just wanted it dead. That's also a good reason to push up the siege tower with a ranged unit. So we're kind of just waiting for something to happen. We haven't got a line of sight to any of the enemy heroes apart from one over on the left hand side. You can see there on the map. Because you're all really good players, eh? And you always watch your map. Not like me last game. Got those Shenjis killed real bad. Okay, so... we've got Cav in the front gate, we've got X-Raiders up the siege tower, and in this instance I have chosen X-Raiders, and we're going to go up the siege tower. So, but Knight, you just said that ranged units don't go up siege towers. These are not a ranged unit. They might appear to be a ranged unit, they might appear to be a little bit like javelins, but actually they're a pretty darn good melee unit. Hard to argue with it. Especially once they run out of axes. Ironically, when you've used all your axes, they become much better in melee. Like, much better. So that's fun. So we grab this guy. Grabby. Oh, no. Not off to hero jail for you. We can just, like, completely pound on your face. Ah! Get off me! Filthy dual blades. Friends, save me! No! This is the problem with Maul. You are not very tanky. That's for certain. Alrighty, so we're going to have to do this bandage thing, and I don't like having to use a bandage. I don't usually use bandages. You know, being a longsword main, I mean. So that's kind of fun, I guess. Alrighty, so the objective now is we really want to go over to the right-hand supply. That is typically the easiest way to then attack to the enemy. If you try and attack the left supply, you're likely to get overwhelmed fairly quickly. So this is typically the best way. So what do we got here? Got ourselves some Iron Reapers who don't want to face the Axe Raiders. Understandable, sir. Have a nice day. Why doesn't he want to do that? That is some cavalry, and we're just going to go in here so we don't get face stomped. Or it could be friendly cavalry and we're not going to get face stomped. Let's go over here. Oh man. Berserkers on Iron Reapers. You hate to see it, don't you? You hate to see it. What's going on here? Friendly cav, that's fine. How about some unfriendly cav? Not that they're not on our side, but just that they're unfriendly. Alrighty, so we're going to go for a wide flank. Looks fairly clear. So this is a bit time consuming. It can take up to a minute to do a wide flank, but the results are typically good if they don't expect you to be coming. Especially if you weave in and out of the buildings, you can hide. You know, you only appear on the mini-map. Actually, I found someone the other day who didn't know this, so maybe you don't. You only appear on the mini-map to the enemy if one of the enemy heroes, well, I think maybe units as well, have a line of sight to you. If there's no line of sight to you, the enemy don't know you're here. So, wide flank time. What we want to do is we want to get into the back of the B defence. Could be okay. This is risky. We don't really know how this is going to turn out. This is not Cataphract Lancers, you know. This is not Armiger Lancers. These are fleshy cav that kill heroes and isolated units. And they've seen us. Get in there. We can get on these Fortebracos before they brace. Go. The short sword did us. Alright, never mind. Oh no! Oh no! No! I just didn't mean to jump off the horse. Go, 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 go. Please don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die. Run, 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 run. Friends, I'm back. I'm back. Friends. Ah! Ah! I deserved it. Alright, Shenji time. Why Shenjis? Because there are two very large fire lanes up this way. And they're all standing in them after they killed me last time. Boom! Long range is not long range enough, and some of them are shooting the wall. So let's just twitch around. Yeah, that's what we want. You know, Shenjis are long range, they're not infinite range. But the thing is about fire lanes, is they're also charge lanes, right? Pick off an unsuspecting hero? No. These are very brave Shenjis in front of us. See how we're pushing in from the right of the point? That's where the bulk of our infantry is. So we have to be very, very careful. See how I set them off to the side here? Typically when things come around the corner and charge, they charge down the middle of the area. And that's just human nature in controlling your unit. You go to the far side of where they would come around. Because, you know, if they loop around a corner, they'll stick generally to the side of where they are. Can I hide behind here and capture? No. Oh, 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 oh! Bonk! Off to hero jail with you! Damn, that feels dirty, man. Oh, that feels so dirty. It is dirty. It's real worry. See behind there on the map? There is definitely some... Oh my goodness! Ah, melee cav bad! Ah! Bonk, bonk, bonk. No bonk? Alright. So he, that enemy player completely stuffed that up. His unit came in a line rather than a block, and if especially, oh, fat fingered that again. I'm just not used to them all. Especially melee cav need to be chonked up in a block. So now we can do what Shenjis like to do: stand still and deliver. Kill ourselves some berserkers with the massive bonk damage. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. We'll probably capture this point. I do need to heal up. Hey, that was the guy who killed me last time. Take that, boy. Not so funny now, is it? Ah. Alright, we're going to move up a bit. See how they're all stretched in a line between the points? Oh man, the damage of the Maul is incredible. But you're just made of paper, eh? You just got to be absolutely careful. If you get caught as a Maul, it's not like when I'm playing as a Longsword or, you know, in my other favourite of the musket, where you've got all this. Oh, we didn't capture that yet. Where you've got all this leeway, not only for mistakes, but also leeway where you can expend hit points as part of your move. The Maul can't afford to do that. But again, I'm not a Maul main. I'm not a Maul main. If you are a Maul main, or you have some tips on Maul, please do put them in the comments below, because I'm keen to hear some more about how to play this weapon, and I'm sure others who watch the videos will be as well. Right, let's go. We're going to keep with the Shenjis, just until we get to at least the next supply point. We'll see how many at that point, how many ranged units we've got out, our team, and we may switch to the axe murderers. Shenjis, for all of their goodness, a very vulnerable unit. Oh, and we'll get some free shots here. These Shenjis here have got the right idea. Where are we? There we are. My little conquistador Shenjis. Yeah, that unit of Modal was crazy to sit there, just crazy. Wouldn't be surprised, you know, by the way that person's playing, whether we re-see them again later, charging into the massive nothings. Sometimes I amaze myself. Let's see if we can kill some of these doggos off, eh? Bonk! Bonk doggo! And the bonk doggos have run. That hussar charge was a waste of the hussar's charge. They were never ever going to catch the doggo boys, the dogchas. I've got two options. I can either push forward a bit, chuck grenades in and try and snipe people off the corner, or I can switch to the axe raiders. Those are my two options right now. Why don't we do both? We'll do both. Because watch this, people tend to... Oh, actually we can probably see more of them than we should be able to. Shielded. Mind you, shields only last so long. If you can only see the quarter of the unit, you'll eventually smash the shield block of the... You know, because there's so much concentrated firepower on those 3 or 4 people. Or you could just do that and then, like, to hell with your shields. I would not be surprised if we see a Shenji Grenadier nerf in the future. This unit is grossly overpowered. What would I suggest? I would suggest that the grenades cause knockback, not knockdown. No, sorry, not, you know, the one where they... Just the same as when you hit them with your hero and they have their cringe. What's that called? Daze. Rather than knockdown. And I would like to see anyone with a shield that is facing the Shenjis when it's fired to not get knocked down at all. Anyway, I think the time has come, now that we got reverse grenadiered. Oh, this could be a problem. I'm going to try and see if I can block with my hero, body block it. I just didn't want to get any of my Shenjis picked off by those Imperial Archers. Imperial Archers are a really fun unit, they're nowhere near in the meta anymore. They don't really have a place now. Most archers are like that actually. They're too vulnerable to musket heroes and bow heroes, which is ironic given that bow heroes are in a really terrible place right now. Well, the longbow anyway. I could suicide on those gunners, but I think we're better off to trade in here. Especially now we're capturing. Oh, Maul power! Maul power! Goodbye, unit deletion! Oh man, you can't do that as a longsword boy. Ah, hell no. See how our X-Raiders are quite happily fighting in close combat here with these Huskarls? You don't often see people allowing their X-Raiders to become a melee unit, but that is definitely where they do their good job. See, look how tanky they are versus these Chadkarls. Huskarls are a nasty unit, man. They're great. I don't know why we don't see more of them. Bonk. Oh. Looks like we're going to cap, but they're going to have a reinforcement wave, so we're not done yet. See these gunners down here? One and then one again quick. Oh, well, we'll throw the axes first, actually, these ones, because they're, you know... Oh, we killed one. Anyway, we'll come back. We'll try and fight these claymores. Oh, look, pike block. Pike block is exactly what Maul's like. Nom, nom, nom. Tasty, tasty, delicious. GG. I had good fun with the Bonk Maul. It's good fun today. We didn't do anywhere near as well as we do with the longsword, but that's typical because, you know, it's not my main weapon. It is what it is. Grenadiers did great. Keshigs ran into some pikes. X-Raiders did alright. We didn't lose the Shenjis and we didn't lose the X-Raiders. So in that context, we actually did really, really well. Another S-tier game. Not too bad for the Bonk Maul. Wow, man, that's a lot of dead, like, ranged units. They must have cav backcharged. Nice. Oh well, boys and girls, I hope you learned something new or you just enjoyed the battle. Don't forget, if you are a Maul main, I'd love to hear from you. Everyone who's watching the video, I'd love to hear from you. Give us some tips on a Maul. Thank you so much for coming to my channel.